Hello everyone and welcome back to IB Master. Today, as you see from the title, that we will talk about the linear equation. First of all, we could have our first question. What is linear equation? Linear equation, from the name, we could ask also why it's called linear equation. But before that, it's still an equation or still a function. So we could say that's linear equation is a first degree equation. What is the meaning of first degree equation? First degree equation mean that any equation will have variable x or y. That's mean the power here, or the maximum power of equation, is 1. And as you know, we don't write 1, so you will find the maximum power of x is 1, or they write it x. But we could ask ourselves, why linear? Linear word come from line. They call it linear equation because when we graph it, we will get a line. Okay? So we could see that the mathematical form of the linear equation is y equal mx plus c, or in some books plus b, but both of them is the same. Now, after we already know that the mathematical form of the linear equation is y equal mx plus b, let's go a bit deep analysis for this equation. So if we draw simple graph, here is x coordinate, here is y coordinate, and let's assume that this is our line with the equation of y equal mx plus c. So here, what is m? M is the slope, or in some cases you could hear they call it the gradient, is how this line is lying, or slope of it. Okay, let's say this is point 1 and this is point 2. Point 2 has x coordinate x2, y2, and the coordinate of point 1 x1 and y1. So what is m? M is a slope or a gradient, or we could find it by simple equation, rise over run. What that mean? If we have this line, this one, this line, if we have point here O is a benchmark, this has a rise from down to up and run from here to here. So the slope is calculating the ratio between the rise on the run. As we point here, we have point 2 with x2, y2 coordinate and point 1, x1, y1 coordinate. So we could write m in mathematical form. As we said, m is rise over run. And what is rise? Rise is the difference between the y coordinate here, y2, and the y coordinate here. So we could say it's called delta. We know, of course, that delta is mathematical form for difference. And what is run? Run is the difference between the x coordinate of point 2 and the x coordinate between point 1. So it could be delta x. Or here in more detail, it will be y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. And by the way, it will be the same if we write it in a form y1 minus y2, but we had to write x1 minus x2 because both of them is the same. Okay, and what about c? Because we have y equal mx plus c. Okay, I will do small things and we will realize at the end what is c. What if we put x is equal 0? What is the mean of x is equal 0? That's mean here. So what is this point? This is the point where the line intercept with y coordinate. So at x equals 0, line is intercepting with y coordinate. So y equal, at x is equal 0, m times 0 plus c, m times 0 is 0 plus c, so y is equal c. So from this 2 point, x is equal 0, that's mean we will get the y-intercept. So when we substitute here, we found that y is equal c. So actually we could define c is the y-intercept of this line. So now let us take an example and begin to do some analysis on this example. So if we have y equal 2x minus 3. For us to make very easy and quick analysis, let us put below this equation the general form. So y equal mx plus c. As we know before, that m is the slope, rise over run, so we could see that m is equal 2. Or actually it could 2 over 1, because 2 is the rise, 1 is the run. And of course we know that y-intercept is equal c. So if we see c here, so we could say that y-intercept is equal minus 3. That's mean this line intercept with y coordinate at y equal -3, or more specific at point 0 and -3. Okay, so if we want to draw this equation in xy coordinate, okay, let us ask ourselves a very simple question. If to draw a line, how many points we need? For example, this is a line between 2 points, and this 2 point is defining distance and direction. Direction mean here angle with horizontal or angle with vertical. So we need just 2 points. So if we try to erase this now and to see how we could do this 2 points and to draw our graph. It's simple. If we want to draw y equal 2x minus 3. What is the 2 point? Let's put x equal 0. So at x equal 0, then we will substitute in the equation. So y is equal 2 times 0 minus 3. So y is equal 2 times 0 is 0 minus 3. So y is equal negative 3. So at x equal 0, y is equal negative 3. And by the way, we know that because this is the y-intercept, so this is point 1. What is the step 2, or what is the second point? Second point is, let's put y is 0 and substitute in the equation and find the corresponding x. So at y is 0, so 0 is equal 2x negative 3. So here we will add 3 to both sides. So it will be 3 equal 2x, because minus 3 plus 3 is 0. So here we will divide by 2. So x will equal 3 over 2. So at y is 0, x is equal 3 over 2, or 1.5. So 1.5 and 0. So if we modify our coordinate a bit and we begin to draw this line a bit up, if we erase it, so we could say that here we could draw the line like this. If this is 1, 2, and this is minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. So the first point, we said this is second point. The first point, 0 and minus 3. X is 0, minus 3. So this is our first point. Second one, when x is 1.5 and 0. So if we draw, it will be, this is the line with equation y is equal 2x negative 3. Don't forget to put your coordinates, so 1.5 and 0 for this point, and for this point is 0, negative 3. I hope in this episode you got a general idea about what is linear equation, how is the simple way to graph it, and for the next episode we will try to solve most of the idea about the linear equation. So please don't forget like and subscribe if you are not subscribed, and follow us on Instagram to know more about the next episodes. And I'm very happy and glad to announce that now we have our new website, which is, I will write it here, www.theibmaster.com. So now on the website you will find more detail and more explains, and in the future I will put more PDF about explains and solve exercise and non-solved exercise for us to begin to communicate. And please, if you have any question or any inquiry, you could communicate with us in the comment section under this video, or you could send me an email. You will find the link for email on the website. So the website again, www.theibmaster.com. and see you soon in the next episode.